Hi, thanks for stopping by my channel. I'm Ghost Prime, and here is the knockoff of Black Zarak. I just got this guy in the mail, and I pre-ordered him through ShowZ Store. Tommy Park also had him for sale. Now, for those of you who don't know, the original vintage G1 Black Zarak is a victim of GPS pretty bad, and it costs thousands on the black market complete, and I will not touch one of those. So this is my Black Zarak. I'm super happy to get this thing in. A transformer that I can't transform or can't manipulate, it's not something that I really want to spend thousands of dollars on. Please like and subscribe, and without any further ado, let's get to the review. So as you can see here, this is a very large box, and it's covered in cellophane. So I do want to get a good look at all the pictures in the box without this glare on it. I'm going to go ahead and remove that cellophane. And let's take a look at the box. So we have a picture of Black Zarak right there in both modes, and all his other modes on the back, which we should know the modes because it's basically just a repaint of Scorponok. Very sort of Generation Select style line art there. And on the back, got the line art with a rendering of the actual figure. So I'm not sure how this opens. Okay, here we have him, how he's packaged. Ooh, his face thing looks like it's down here. Hope that clips back on. I got him out of the package. I'm going handheld on this because it's much easier to do. Really gold chrome. Got his head. I'll go over all the details, but this is how he's packaged. It's his tail. Got this styrofoam. Here's his shield right here. And his faceplate was floating around. He has this faceplate for alt mode. I hope that clips in well. But so far, it looks pretty nice and shiny. He does come with a set of stickers with no Decepticon logo. I'm going to have to find my Decepticon logos. The stickers actually don't look that bad quality. I've heard some people complain about it, but these look okay. Maybe a Decepticon logo I need to put there, but I think that's about it. Yeah, they look pretty good to me. And they feel good. Like, they feel really nice and smooth, and I feel like they might be good quality. If they're cut out well, I think that's really all that matters. So let's go ahead and lift him out of the packaging. His head fell right off. There we have some of the other things. It's okay, though, because it's just a helmet. I think it's supposed to come off or lift up. I'll have to put that together. Move the feet. Stand him up. He has his spear pieces. His gun. All the different little parts. Black Rotici, which I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, with the little guns. Showed you his shield already. And I wasn't expecting these to be on a sprue, but they are the leg pieces. Done up in chrome, which is not applied perfect, but I'm okay with it for the cost. All right, let's get this cleaned up, and we'll take a look at them all put together. All right, here he is out of the package. I apologize for my sound quality. My mic just broke, so I'm going to have to get a new one of those. So the sound quality is not going to be up to par for the rest of the video, so I do apologize for that.
Nothing else.
But now that we have everything here, got the little bag open. The head is on securely and does move up and down. It just snaps in, so that's not a big deal. Showed you the gun. And he has his giant spear, which these two pieces look like they just snap together. One thing, I didn't get instructions with him. I look at the box, I didn't see any instructions. So the spear snaps together like so. And he can hold it in his arm or a claw via this little hole here. And that holds actually nice and tight. So there he is, the spear. These pieces on the sprue. I always suggest using these if you do any type of 3D printing or anything like that. And these, just like the G1 Scorponok, will pop on the leg. They look just like that.
His face covers for when he transforms. And, you know, he also could hold his gun, I think, in that hand. So this could go in either hand. And his little baggie of extra parts for city mode. Basically all the same ones done a different color that the G1 Scorpion comes with. These pieces all being done in cast in a gold. I hope these don't do have GPS later on down the line. Now, first things first, let's actually get in close on the head sculpt. So what I'll do here is compare it here to a picture of the vintage original. As you can see, it's just not as quite as crisp as the original, but I think on its own, it does a pretty good job. It's the blue of the eyes and everything on its own. It's still meritable on its own. And moving down, you can see the beautiful chrome. You see my hands in it right there. This piece is made of metal. The whole outer piece is metal, which is a nice touch. I don't believe that way on the original. You do have his powers there, basically power, speed, intelligence, just like you would on the original. Lifting the head up, there is Zarak. The joints on it feel really nice, nice and tight. He definitely needs those stickers. One of the joints, actually, this piece right here on Black Rotici here is kind of loose, so he has a tendency to lean forward. Maybe I could just step him right there and get him to... Yeah, the leaning forward is kind of annoying. Otherwise, I think the joints on it are pretty good. Plastic quality feels really nice and thick. Feels really, really good on all these pieces. You can see it's very shiny. I like that a lot, too. Look at the fingerprints there. I have to wipe that off for the stickers on. But yeah, overall... It's not terrible as far as quality is concerned. I dig the quality. Now, of course, this is how it came in the box with this piece down. It does fold up. He's got the legs. Now, on the original, one of the ways you could tell between this one and the original is these. On the original, these are done in the same gold plastic. So on the original, these will break, well, could break if you try to move them. So that is something that is different, and that's a big tell. I know there's probably some other things. I'd have to look and compare them more, but I know that is one of the things that I know right off the top of my head that is different between these two. And just for what it's worth, his leg kick out that way. He has no knee, leg go out that way. So it's a G1. I think Scorpion had pretty decent articulation for a G1 overall, just in general. I think he looks really good. And moving on side-by-side comparisons with the original G1 Scorpion, that's how they look together. So, I mean, you could tell really the biggest tooling difference is that head. Otherwise, it's just a color difference. I did forget to show the shield, which, again, just a color difference. This company also makes a KO of this one, which I assume has the metal parts and stuff like that too. One thing I'm not sure of is if this will fit. It kind of does. It's really super snug. The only thing I could assume is the tolerances are the same as they were on the original Black Zarak as they are on Scorpion. If you don't, I don't know that for sure. So you could tell me if you have both. Here is Fast Track and Black Rotici. And again, we'll check to see if these little guns, which I don't have for my Scorpion, which is a shame because these things are expensive. And they just, I can't get them to stay in there. Really, really loose. Really, really loose. They don't go in. Moving on back to the head here. Go ahead and take out Zarak. Gonna get close up on him. See, you got red painted eyes, black face, gold right there. Got purple face, and gold and black. So this little guy looks good. I think the quality on this is quite nice. It's very, very good. Feels good plastic. That doesn't move. Really tight joints. Overall, pretty exceptional quality. And of course, I only have the Scorpion to compare him to, but That's how they look. I think the head sculpt is hard to see with the black, but I think the actual sculpt is pretty good on both. Like pretty similar. I don't think you lose anything as far as like sometimes on KOs they're either bloated or weird looking, like it's not as crisp of a sculpt. But I think this one actually does a pretty good job. Which again, I'm not sure how to tell this one against a vintage Black Zarak. I don't even know if this will fit in a vintage Black Zarak. One thing I will say up here is really tight. You hear it right there. It's very, very tight to get in and out of that. Here he is in a Scorpion mode. Now, if you want to see transformation, I could do that in a separate video. Just let me know in the comments. So this is how he looks in his Scorpion mode. And transformation was actually pretty smooth. He rolls pretty smooth and even has the gimmick where you can see his legs move with rolling it back and forth. He rolls pretty smooth also. All of that, everything is really high quality on this. And that's really what I'm trying to get with this review, is just to show how the quality of this thing. Because I'm quite impressed with the quality, even for the price, which is about $100 US. It's pretty good quality, good joints, lots of things like that. A lot of good things going for it. And honestly, you know, it's Black Zarak. He looks amazing in this mode. And while I was at it, I went and transformed Black Rotici as well. There he is in vehicle mode. Rolls also very well. One thing real quick I do want to point out on the box is it looks like that picture shows his knee moving backwards. I was not able to do that because of that hinge in the front. So that's a little bit of false advertising. They also have these other 2 modes on it, which I don't think those are official in any way, shape, or form. They're just on there. Yeah, I don't know. They look silly to me, so I won't be putting them in those modes. All right, here we have City Mode. And City Mode's not perfect. While these will stay in, these stay in really nice. This likes to just pop off when you move it. This is where the KO part of it really kind of comes out. You're supposed to be able to stick these. I just can't get those in there super tight. They'll stick here in these little ports. But these ones, you cannot. They'll stay, but not well. And also, this part of the gun and the gun itself are supposed to go in a little port in the back there. And as you can see, they don't stay. It just falls completely over. These move up and down. They'll come out. They shove them in there, kind of move them down like that. It's fine. I mean, it's a knockoff, and you can tell it's a knockoff. He will still fit down the ramp and squeak while doing it, just like the original. We got the ramps here. I mean, overall, looks-wise, it looks pretty good. You can set it up, get it to look really good. And I don't mind that at all. It's got some playability to it as well. It is a shame about these gun parts, though. I just can't get them to stick on there. But I think, as a whole, it's pretty successful. All right, quick final thoughts on this Black Zarak. I think it's a really good value considering the price of the original. If you want to get a Black Zarak, this is the one I'd go for. Beyond the couple, issues with the tolerance, be careful with this, the shield piece. I closed it all the way during the transformation, and it was really hard to get it back. Without breaking it, I felt like I was going to break it. This is really tight when you close it, so be careful of that. The gun not fitting in city mode, not that big of a deal, but it's an overlook. It's kind of annoying just because it's a tolerance issue. But however, everything else for this guy is really, really nice. I mean, you can even pick him up by the back. It snaps in. All the joints on it are really good. So I appreciate that. The sculpt-wise, it's good quality plastic. I don't feel like I'm going to break this. And it's just a good value for the price. It's 100% recommend for me. I will be applying the stickers so I can see what people are saying about why it's maybe they want better stickers. But those ones seem okay. They're not as bad quality as some I've seen. They have a gloss finish to them, and they look metallic. they look good enough to fit on this guy. Maybe not as good as a Toy Hacks set, but I don't think Toy Hacks has a set for this guy, at least yet, if they ever will. So yeah, let me know what you think of this guy in the comments. Will you be picking him up? And I'll see you in the next review.